note of Shabbat, we were talking about a vase that has flowers in them. Are you allowed to move it on Shabbat? And we said that is permitted to move. It's a different question. The question is, what happens if a person has flowers? Let's say he got Lichvot Shabbat flowers and he wants to take them on Shabbat and put them in water. Is it allowed? Is it permitted to take flowers and put them in water on Shabbat, or is there some sort of prohibition? Obviously, to take something and to plant it on Shabbat is asur. However, to put flowers that have already been detached from the ground in water is not a violation of Shabbat whatsoever. There is no prohibition to take something detached from the ground and to put it in water if it's not for the sake of planting. But one thing that's interesting that isn't allowed is if a person takes seeds and he puts it in water, soaks it in water for an extended period of time, so they should germinate and they should begin sprouting. In order to take that and plant it, that would be something that's prohibited. But to just take flowers and to put in water is not prohibited. There is an interesting Ramah though. The Ramah says that if the flowers are closed, and like roses, and by putting them in the water is going to open the flowers so that they open a lot faster. The Ramah says then it becomes something you're not supposed to do on Shabbat. Then it becomes not allowed to be done. However, Rav Ovadia does bring down, based on the Hidah, that there are lenient opinions, and a person who wants to follow the lenient opinions has on what to rely. So what the Ramah writes is not so simple. The Ramah says it's asul. The Ovadia says one who wants to be lenient could be lenient even if the flowers open up. Certainly if the flowers are already opened, then there's no problem. If they're partially open, they're just going to open a little bit more, then there would not be an issue even in the world of the Ramah. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.